and welcome back! Today we're doing puzzle number 71 in the Fiendish Logic Puzzle book from Puzzle Baron and Stephen P. Ryder. This one is called Endangered Species. We have 7 different endangered species who are added to the endangered species list on a different year within increments of 1 year. And they all come from different countries and have a different population. Alright, jumping right in. Number 1, the Nibner newt is either the species who lived in Poland or the one listed in 2007. Okay, so 2007 is not Poland. Number 2, of the animal with the population size of 385 and the Eldar elk, so the Eldar elk is not 385. One was listed in 2008, the other lives in Cambodia. So Cambodia is not 2008. Number 3, the Bayango bat does not live in Indonesia. Number 4, the species who lives in Norway is either the Perrin's pig or the one with the second largest population. So the Perrin's pig doesn't have the second largest population, that's 490. Okay. Number 5, the Lisner cat was listed as endangered 5 years after the Perrin's pig. All right, we have increment. There's a 1 year apart, so a 5-year difference is a lot. So if the Perrin's pig was the very first to be listed, then and they're in the same category too, which is great. Then the Linzer cat was listed at most 5 years after that, which would be 2011. And if the Linzer cat is the last one, the latest that the Perrin's pig could be is 5 years before that, which is 2007. The Nibner newt was listed 3 years after the animal with a population size 315, which itself was listed as endangered sometime before the Dober dingo. All right, let's write out some relationships. Okay, so we have 315. 3 years later, we get Nibner newt. And the Nibner newt was itself... Wait, no. Which itself was listed sometime before the Dober dingo. And then sometime before that, 3 years after, and then... Okay, so both the newt and the dingo are after 315, which of course means right off the bat they can't be 315, so let's get rid of that. So, if 315 is the first one, then Nibner newt has to be 3 years after that. Then... You know what? Wait, one sec. Let me finish this one. Sometime before the Dober dingo. Go, right? Now, I don't normally do this, of course, but my eyes did happen to notice that population 11 tells us that the smallest population size is listed sometime before 315. That's 175. So, sometime before. Fact. It goes here, and 315 is, so we add that. Very nice. Okay. The Eldar elk was listed 1 year before Indonesian species, which is 1 year before Cambodia. So we have EE. Then 1 year later we have Indonesia. And then 1 year after that we have Cambodia. Okay. So first off, Eldar can't be Indonesia or Cambodia. And before I even do that, I do want to jump back up to clue number 2. Let's see. Okay. Elder Ark is 1 year before Indonesia, which is 1 year before Cambodia. Therefore, Elder Ark can't be Cambodia. Now, up here it says that the Elder Elk is either 2008 or Cambodia. Well, now that we know it can't be Cambodia, it must be 2008, and Cambodia must be our 385. So 385 is Cambodia, and Elder Ark is 2008. Elder Elk is 2008. Even more than that, Elder Elk is 1 year before Indonesia, and that's 1 year before Cambodia. And Cambodia is 385. Wow, so we got a lot of clues. A lot of help there. There hasn't been any interruption, hopefully, to my schedule because I record these in advance. But I actually, myself, haven't recorded one of these videos in a while because I tried to make a video about Einstein's riddle. I don't know if you've ever come across that. And the video just didn't come out the way I wanted it to, so I had to save it for later. But it's good to be back is all I'm saying. Great. So there we go, and then there we go. Okay, oh, and Norway is 2 years before the Elder Elk. So Norway goes here, 2 years before. Okay. Animal with the second smallest population, that's 245, is 1 year after the largest population, 520. Okay. Second smallest 1 year after. Good. Okay. Number 10. Of the animal with a population size 490 and one that lives in Kosovo, one is the Ubsel Orcs and the other was recognized in 2012. Okay. The smallest population size is sometime before 315. Oh, good. Smallest population size sometime before 315. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, we already did that one, of course. So 2007 isn't Oman. And that's our first round. Great, lots of things to add to the chart down here. That's Cambodia, which needs to be filled in. We have Indonesia. I know it's Indonesia. I don't know why I keep saying it like that. And Norway. Okay. Alright, let's clean up the board a bit. Okay. The Nibner newt is either the species who lives in Poland or the one listed in 2007. We now know it can't be 2007 because it must be 3 years after 315. Yeah, and so even if 315 was the very first, it couldn't be 2007. Therefore, the Nibner Newt is Poland. Bayango Bat doesn't live in Indonesia. Good. Poland is Newt. So. Okay, good. Also, the Nibner Newt is 3 years after 315, so okay, so now both the Linzer cat and the Nibner Newt can only be 2011 or 2012. So no one else can take those years. Okay. And I know there was something about, okay. So 2012 now must either be Nibner Newt or Linzer cat, and it also has to either be 490 or Koskovo. We'll just keep that in mind. What is that thing about the Dober Dingo? Because we just... that has to be sometime after 315. Correct. Okay. Norway, which is our first one, is either the Perrin's pig or the one with the second largest population. Oh, okay. Second largest. Okay, okay. So that second largest is also here. It has to either be the Obseli Orcs or 2012. So I'm going to make a tree. We have Norway. It must either be Perrin's pig or the second largest population size, aka 490. And 490 is either Obseli Orcs or 2012. And Norway is not 2012, by the way, it's 2016. So basically Norway has to either be the Perrin's pig or the Obseli Orcs. Bye-bye, Bayango Bet. Okay. Second smallest population is 1 year after the largest. Good. Okay, so writing out relationships, we have that the largest population is 525, and then 1 year later, we have 245. So, okay. Okay. Just cleaning up the board a bit. Parents pig. Yes, so Dobadingo can't be 315. Elder elk. Okay, let's see. Anything to add before we start back at the top? Okay, Bayangobat is not Indonesia. Norway is either the pig or the second largest. Well, so, okay. So, in other words, Norway, which is our 2006, can either be the second largest population, 490, or any population that the parents' pig could be, so, not 385. Oh, we already eliminated those. That stinks. Windsor cat is 5 years after parents' pig. Just cleaning up the board a bit. Okay, so 490, also Kosovo, but we'll start with Kosovo. We'll start with 490. Has to either be the Obsel Orcs or any animal that was listed in 2012, which in this point can only be the cat or the newt. So, or newt, cat, anything else gets crossed out. Same for Kosovo. Yeah. Kosovo has to either be the orcs or any animal that could be 2012, so can't be elder elk, that's not 2012, and it obviously isn't the other animal. So Oman or Tanzania? Norway. Okay, just cleaning up the board a bit. Let's see. Okay, the Obsel Orcs has to either be 490 or Kosovo. So it can't be 2010 because that's 385 and Cambodia. So 2010 can only be the Bayangobat or the Dobradingo. Dober dingo. Looks like the dingo has to either be Cambodia or Indonesia. Okay. Okay, how about this? 490 here. It can only be 2012 or any year that the orcs can be. So 2012 is good, but not 2011 and not 2008. Lovely. Same for Kosovo, of course. Kosovo is either 2007 or 2012. Okay, second smallest is 1 year after the largest. Let's see. We can tighten up Kosovo a little bit here. Can't be the Perrin's pig. It has to either be the orcs or any animal that could be 2012. And that should be the same for, yep. So 2012 has to either be, that won't work. Okay, so 525. 1 year. Good. Well, let's see. In order to be 2012, it has to be 490 or Cassavo. Can't be Oman. The parent pig can't be Kosovo because it can't be 490. So it's either Tanzania or Norway. Let's start back at the top. Why not? Okay. Nibbler Newt lives in Poland. Elder Elk is in 2008. Cambodia is 385. Bayango Bat is not Indonesia. It's either 2007 or 2010. Norway is either the parent's pig or the 490. Nibbler Newt is 3 years after the animal with a population size of 315. One sec. Okay. Let's see. Second smallest population is 1 year after largest population. Got it, got it, got it. Good. Okay, so it looks like Kosovo and 315 don't overlap. Therefore, 315 can't be Kosovo. And since it also couldn't be 490, it can't be the obsolete orcs. So 315 can't be the obsolete orcs. That means our 315 is our elder elk. And that is 3 years before the Nibner Newt. That gives us our Linzer cat also. And that's 5 years before Perrin's pig. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we have all our animals. Let's see. Okay, and obsolete orcs becomes our Norway. The animal from Norway was either the Perrin's pig or the one with the second largest population size. That means it's not the Perrin's pig, it's the second largest. That does go along with clue number 10. 490 is the Obsel orcs, and that means Kosovo is 2012. That also gives us our Tanzania, that's all that's left, as well as our Oman, and our Poland, which is the Nibner Newt. And we already knew that. So we have all of our animals in all our countries. Really shows you what you can do when you keep a neat board, because I just missed that clue the whole time, because I didn't clean up my board. Okay, so lovely. Okay. Okay, smallest population is sometime before 315. Good there. In fact, we've got it right there. So the Perrin's pig is, wrong pen. Pardon me, I wrote that in wrong. So our Perrin's pig is a population of 175, the smallest population, and it's in Tanzania. The Obsel orcs has the 490 population and is from Norway. Our 525 is the only one left here. So that means the Nibner Newt is 2011. 525 population. And Poland. And then in 2010 we have the Bayango Bat. And that's 385 in Cambodia. 2008 we have the Elder Elk, which is 315 and Oman. 2009 is the Dobra Dingo, which is Indonesia, and we don't know the population yet, but let's take a look. Okay, so the second smallest population is 1 year after the largest population. And that's that. So as I was saying before, the Dobra dingo, which is in 2009 in Indonesia, is 420. And finally, in 2012, we have the Lisner cat with a population of 245 in Kosovo. All right, let's check our answers in the back of the book. This is number 71. Okay. We have the oryx, the pig, the elk, dingo, bat, newt, cat. Good. 490, 175, 315, 420, 385, 525, and 245. Good. Norway, Tanzania, Oman, Indonesia, Cambodia, Poland, Kosovo. We got it. All right. Now I'm going to quickly finish up the rest of the board and use this downtime to thank you all so much for watching this video. If there are any puzzlers out there with a specific puzzle in mind, please let me know. I can give it a go. Looks like we got most of it. Voila! Thanks for watching.